Hello, this is Monique McDonald. And if you're looking for more one-on-one help with your voice and how to make it magnetic, I want to invite you to check out my coaching packages at themagneticvoice.com. Then click Transform with Monique and book a complimentary connection call. Let's see if we can find a package for you that will fit all of your needs. I'm so grateful for your listening to the Magnetic Voice podcast, and I can't wait to meet you and continue the conversation. Take care. See you soon.
Welcome to the Magnetic Voice, here on the Experience of the Soul podcast channel, a show where speakers and singers learn how to be more magnetic and align their voices to the divine within. Today, episode 64, Anchor the Vibration. And now your host, Monique McDonald.
Hello and welcome to the Magnetic Voice podcast. My name is Monique McDonald, known to many as the Magnetic Voice Mentor, and I am here with my dearest, darling Shannon Kropf. Shannon.
Hello, my quantum sister.
I love it. So happy to be here.
Yeah, gosh, it's been beautiful, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
May,
I love
as
this
you
time
know,
of year.
is a rough month, but this month,
yes,
it has been much easier.
really,
And yes, I am focusing more on gratitude than loss.
Good. Yeah,
So that's something that is always a challenge. And I realize that I get to shift my focus. And that is one of our greatest gifts. We decide what we're going to focus on.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Well, today we're talking about one of my favorite things ever.
Okay.
And it is the law of vibration.
Excellent.
Most people focus on the law of attraction, right? That's very common.
Yes.
Huge movement with the book, The Secret, right?
Oh, yeah. And the movie.
The movie. Yes. And Abraham Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
And the law of vibration states that everything in the universe is constantly in motion, vibrating at its own particular frequency. Mm-hmm. Even our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs vibrate at their own frequency.
Right.
And one of my core beliefs is that when our thoughts and beliefs and our connection to the divine vibration is tuned to our voice, our voice can literally vibrate the world. Wow. Literally and figuratively.
Right.
So this is such a cool and interesting idea as a fellow musician, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We always talk about tuning.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Right? That's one of the first, you're a musical director, right? Isn't that one of the first things you do?
Yep. It is the first thing you do. You can't move on. You can't do anything unless you are in tune. And what is in tune? It's matching your vibration to the master vibration.
Right? Exactly. And what happens is sound comes out in waves,
Mm-hmm.
just like water, right? Just like life itself. The energy of life moves in a spiral, in waves. And just like that was one of my favorite, but let me interrupt myself for a minute, because as I'm talking, I flashed back to the last time I was singing on stage with an orchestra. Actually, it was before I was on stage. I was backstage listening to the orchestra tune.
Right.
And that moment is one of my favorite moments in life.
Me too. Yeah.
Right?
Why? Tell me why.
Well, it fills my entire being with excitement and being ready. It's like my whole vibration tunes to that sound.
Right.
All of my energy it's that, the moment before something's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's anticipation, but with
Absolutely.
the sweetest taste.
Yeah.
And I was that weird singer in backstage singing A 440.
Right. Like, I want in on this party.
I don't know if that's it, but that's what it came.
Right,
That's what
right.
came out. So yes, right. I was literally tuning myself to the orchestra that was tuning itself.
Yes.
And which is the instrument that gives the first sound to tune to?
That is the oboe, which then the concert master takes over, which is violin.
That's the first violinist.
Once the violin goes, and both of those, the oboe produces such a pure sound. There's not, you can't put vibration on it. It has to be just perfectly,
That's
and
right. And it also happens to be a wind instrument, which is what we are.
Yes.
We are wind instruments when we speak and when we sing.
Yeah.
So it's the first instrument to give the tone is the oboe, which is a wind instrument. And then the first violinist takes it over.
Yeah.
And then everybody joins together and tunes their instrument to that one sound.
I'm just having this thought for the first time. Now, I've been in orchestras like 40 years. I mean, I started really young. Maybe 35. Let's not, cheat me out of some time here. But I was thinking through that moment, and I can hear it in my head as clear as day. And I just realized, okay, so the oboe gives the note, whatever it is. The concertmaster violinist takes it over, and then everybody starts to join in, and you can't hear the original tone anymore. As people join in and get on the right frequency, the original tone is just part of the mix. You're not tuning, not everybody is tuning to that original note. But it's almost like as everybody gets in on the frequency, then everybody tunes to this bigger sound, this bigger consciousness, rather than to that original thing. I've never thought about that before.
Isn't that amazing?
It's so metaphorical, so metaphysical.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole idea of the first sound or the divine, that divine energy that we're always tuning to, unless, whether we're aware of it or not.
Right.
And what I love about this is, in the metaphysical world, the spiritual world, I have a friend who calls him, he says, I'm the least woo person I know. And even he is starting to tune himself to these
Wow.
very spiritual ideas. And one of the things that I am aware is happening is that although it appears like the world is going to hell in a handbasket, as one of my clients said,
Of course.
there it also seems to be a spiritual awakening that more and more people are getting tuned to.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that is a favorite thing of mine to do is to go around and see if I can pick up the vibration of spiritual things like crystals or candles, right? Or even trees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's something that it's very weird, but I think ever since Marie Kondo came into our lives, we've been
Here, let me hold my coffee cup and see what,
Exactly.
Yes.
Tuning ourselves to our things around us to see if they bring us joy.
Yes.
But I always want to talk about, yes, we can pick up those vibrations if we're open to it. Mm-hmm. But we also can imbue things with our vibration.
Right.
When we speak from a place of truth and divine thought, that vibrates into the world, into a very unusual place. Mm-hmm. There are some people that when they speak, nothing happens. And there's some people, when they speak, it's like the sound of their voice pierces your heart and vibrates your soul. Mm-hmm. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
And I always wondered, because it's the same thing with singers. There's some singers.
I was just going to say.
Right?
Broadway is my thing. And there are just some performers that just, we're on the same wavelength. I don't know what to say. Like, I can hear a beautiful voice and that's great. But there are certain performers that just they just inhabit me in that moment, if that makes sense. Just
absolutely
connecting. And it can be on TV. It can be live. It doesn't matter.
Right. And I really feel like they are somehow, and I believe we do it consciously. It's something that I really practice, and I teach my clients to practice how to tune ourselves to that divine spirit within, so that whatever we say, whether we're speaking or whether we're singing, that powerful truth that is the divine radiates outward from us into the world. Through our voice, yes, but sometimes before we even say a word, we can send that vibratory energy out into the world.
Yeah.
I believe that we are here to anchor the vibration of the divine into the human dimension. And what that means to me is, and that's a quote by Michael Beckwith, what that means to me is that I do this meditation. It's one of my favorite guided meditations that I do with my clients. And I ask them to start breathing and doing their belly breathing and feeling their feet on the earth, on the floor, feeling themselves connecting to Mother Earth, and sitting in their chair and feeling like they have energy shooting out of the crown of their head upwards to Father Sky, and to feel those two energies, one pulling us upward into the heavens and one pulling us downward, grounding us into the earth, and to just breathe and experience ourselves vibrating with these two energies,
Right.
and that they meet in our heart. That we are that perfect center between heaven and earth. That we are here to anchor those energies into humanity, to send them out into the world, to send them out into the room before we enter it, so that we're always walking into the vibration of love or the vibration of gratitude. That's one of my little tricks before I step onto a stage. I fill the room with the energy and vibration of love and gratitude.
Yeah.
So when I walk on stage, I'm walking into love.
Right.
I'm walking into gratitude.
So we're called to be spiritual oboists. Is that what that's what I'm hearing?
I love that. Yes, that we are tuning ourselves consciously to the divine vibration, that we are the quickening of the vibration of the divine wherever we go.
Yeah.
And we send that out into the world to whoever we meet. And can you imagine what the world would be like if everyone did that?
Oh. It would be amazing.
It would. So I'm going to invite everyone to join me in practicing broadcasting the highest vibrations of your inner radiance, your inner gratitude, your joy, your love, the divine within you, so that wherever you go, you're standing on sacred ground simply because you are there. Blessings to you all. All right. Let's all take a deep centering breath and tune ourselves to that vibration that is always there within us, that is between every breath, that is in constant motion. The part of us that is constantly moving towards our highest and best, to the source of all there is, that is moving in and through all areas of our life, all of the things in our life, whatever we know to be real in this third dimension. It is vibrating with spirit and we can tune ourselves to it. And as we meet people, we can tune ourselves to them. And this is something that we are constantly doing, whether we are aware of it or not. So today, I invite you to become consciously aware of that original vibration, that original sound within you. The oboe in the orchestra that vibrates the air with its tone. That original thought that is vibrating within us, as us, through us, constantly. Feel yourself tuning in as you breathe. Feel the energy moving through you. Arrange and adjust and move. Feel yourself moving on the inside. Feel your thoughts, emotions, and your body being tuned from the inside by this original and divine spirit in constant motion within us. Notice the moments between the inhale and the exhale. And feel yourself vibrating. Notice the moments between the sounds you're hearing and the silence. Tune yourself to everything around you. Tune yourself to love. Invite more love into your experience by tuning yourself to the energy of love. Invite whatever is your desire today into your life by tuning into the vibration of gratitude that it is already here and now manifest. Wherever you are today, I am tuning myself to you. I am anchoring myself into the vibration of the divine energy, the divine movement that connects us all. Always, all the time. I'm tuning to your open heart with my open heart. I am tuning to all of the blessings here and now present for you and for me. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your willingness to tune yourself to the divine within. As we breathe together and praise with gratitude the law of vibration that is always at work within us, we say thank you. And so it is.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Magnetic Voice here on the Experience of the Soul podcast channel. This channel is made possible because of listeners just like you. If you would like to support the channel with your tax-deductible contribution on an ongoing basis or through a one-time gift, head over to experienceofthesoul.com/support. The Magnetic Voice is copyright 2022 Monique McDonald, all rights reserved. Our theme music is composed by Dave Kropf and used with permission. The Experience of the Soul podcast channel is a production of 818 Studios.
Hey friends, Sean here, your Experience of the Soul producer. I want to take a moment to tell you about something truly exciting. The Soulworks online community, created by your host, Cynthia Alice Anderson, and available on the Mighty Networks app. If you're looking for a place where you can explore your spiritual path, connect with others, and grow in a meaningful way, then this is for you. Soulworks is so much more than an online community. It's a safe, inclusive space for spiritual exploration, self-discovery, and personal transformation. Inside the community, you'll find everything from uplifting spiritual studies to soul-centered growth practices, meditations, affirmations, and so much more. It's a space where you'll always be supported and never judged. The best part, membership is free. You'll have access to powerful resources, inspiring content, and a supportive group of like-minded people who are all on their own unique spiritual journeys. And if you're ready to dive deeper, there are premium options available to enhance your experience with a live Monday night talk series and extended, deeper meditations. If you're seeking a place to connect, grow, and nurture your soul, we would love to have you join us in the Soulworks community and see where this journey can take you. Visit my.soulworkscommunity.com today.